and welcome to Doran and Dean Talk. I'm Doran.
And I'm Dean.
And welcome to this episode of our podcast. So thanks everybody that's listened so far. And just do a little bit of housekeeping before we do kick off. Obviously, you can get us on all major podcast platforms, including Spotify and our lovely Podbean host as well. So you can download the Podbean app and listen to us. And the other ones are...
We've got iTunes, we've got Google Play Music, the free Google Podcast app, which happens to be my favourite, but
yeah, don't say that.
But loads more. Castbox.
Yeah, there's loads, isn't there?
Yeah, Podcast Addicts. We're popping up all over the place.
Yeah, we're spreading ourselves thin for you. So yeah, you'll catch us most platforms. But we thank everybody out there that's listened so far. It's been really encouraging. So thank you for that. And as always with every episode, we've tried to pick let's just say a loose topic in terms of we basically let it go. We go where we go, don't we?
Yeah.
As far as content's concerned. But we like a starting point, and this week is no exception. So this week we're actually going to do Doran and Dean Talk TV. So no mystery to the title as far as that goes. Nothing too much of a stretch for you to imagine what it's going to consist of. But as we all know at the moment in the world, we're all spending a lot more time in front of the TV. I know I am, more than usual. My God, I spend enough time on the settee.
I want to say nothing's much changed for me. But
no, I'm just sort of bedding into my my buttock groove.
I was going to say getting your groove on.
Yeah, getting my groove on and adding to the hummus stains on my nightwear.
Yeah, right, the hummus.
So put your pitters in your toaster and binge watching the whatever you want really. But there's loads of stuff out there. We live in a great age of TV where if things do mean that we're having to spend a lot more time in front of the TV, the good thing is, my God, this is the era to live in. Christ.
Definitely, yeah.
Because you've got obviously the Netflix, you got, what else you got? You got loads, isn't there? Now TV, obviously all the Sky stuff,
Amazon Prime,
stuff.
and
yeah.
Disney, on demand.
Disney,
that's out here next week.
Yeah, so there's loads of stuff to watch. So we're going to try and navigate our way through a sort of a huge maze of shows and just sort of maybe give you some little tips. I think that's fair to say, isn't it? In terms of not only what to watch, how to watch it, how long to watch it, what not to watch, and I think stuff like that, really, isn't it?
Just go for it.
Yeah, go for it. And what to eat while you're watching it as well. Because I don't know about you, I've got to have food when I watch stuff. It's freaking horrendous.
Yeah, that's the bad thing. That's the bad thing with me with telly.
Oh,
yeah.
Food.
Yep.
Got to have film food. I think that's the best way to describe it. TV food or whatever you want to call it. But there's an added dynamic to this week's episode because, as you know, you may not, but for our first wave of episodes, we've been completely teetotal. Well, people, we're not now because, my God, if you imagine that scene on Superman where the Hoover Dam explodes, and then just before he decides to turn the whole world the wrong way around and go back in time.
Yep.
Imagine our willpower and alcohol habits is the Hoover Dam, and it's just gone. Boom.
I just want to put a disclaimer into this episode as well. I'm currently drinking bourbon and Monster.
Oh, God, together, I hasten to add, people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, things could get extremely ugly. As ugly as the colour of the contents of his glass.
It does look like Screen. It either looks like Screen Wash, that shit you rinse your mouth with at dentist. It tastes all right, though.
Does it? That's good. That's the main thing. And I'm drinking. I'm definitely not sophisticated. If you've watched the first 8 episodes of the podcast, you'll know I'm not necessarily the most couth man, but I'm drinking wine, so I'm on pinotage tonight, which is a concoction, and I think it's rather apt. Is that the title of my wine is House of Dreams? And
just to point out, when he says he's not like couth, he's actually drinking that out of a plastic glass.
Yeah, but it is in the shape of a traditional wine glass, which is a bit weird, and it's a bit of fakery going on. Yeah. Because you can't see us, it doesn't really fucking matter, I suppose. But yeah, it makes me feel that tiny bit more sophisticated rather than drinking it out of my hands.
Yeah, nobody can see it. You should have just put a straw in it and be done with it.
Yeah, I'm not going to straw long enough for the try, but it's not really long enough, so I'll probably end up just swigging it out of the bottle. So things will probably get a little bit ugly, a little bit quicker than normal. But as you know, it is what it is. So yeah, get used to it. And I don't know how long the bender's going to go on for, but we'll when we run out of recording time, I'll just you'll just hear my voice stop. It'll be at the end of when they pull the plug on, on TV where they go, cut him off, and he just goes, me, like that. It'll be like that. So I'm going to pour another glass of wine. So I think we'll kick off, and then So while we're all sat at home, which no doubt the vast majority of you of us are, and I know there's a lot of people that aren't, and every credit to you for doing what you're doing, appreciate it. But while we're all delving into the crazy world, which is Netflix and the like, I think it's probably a good time to pick out some, I suppose, for want of a better phrase, some pearlers and maybe some stinkers, maybe.
Yeah,
we'll do.
We keep it balanced.
Yeah, we'll keep it balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of us is usually very, very negative, and one of us is very. No, I don't mean you. No,
you did.
But we look at each other. No, but we look at each other all the time.
Yeah, I know, but there was an intent in that stir then.
No, the only, as you know, the only negative thing you're always negative about is your fucking drinks. When you energy drinks.
Oh yeah.
You don't like anything.
No, I'm picky. I'm extremely selective with my energy drinks.
The Pope could bless the energy drink. Fucking Jesus himself could sweat into a glass and he'd still say it was fucking rank.
This one's not bad. It's all right. It could be the fucking.
Because it's got bourbon in it.
I was going to say it could be the fucking 3 fingers of bourbon I've got in it.
Yeah, it's got bourbon. That fucking hell, that's gone down a bit since we started.
Told you, don't hang about me, mate.
Fucking hell, no. So things will get ugly. Right. Anyway, so I'm sufficiently. I'm going to say sufficiently lubricated, but that's another show. And then, but we've got plenty of in the glass. That's probably the cleanest way of saying it. I know you have as well. I think. Yeah, you got something there. Right, cool. So we're good to go. So I think first thing I'm trying to think of. Some good things to watch. Some people, what made me quite amused, I suppose you would say in some respects, is the what people are watching at the minute. And let's just say there's certain films that people are watching which are apt to what's going on in the world, and which made me smile in many ways because I think people have a decent sense of humour when it comes to things like that. So there's a few films out there that have become quite popular all of a sudden.
We've got the Now TV movie pack, and I'm flicking through it, and trending now was it was Shaun of the Dead, I Am Legend, This Is the End with Seth Rogen in it, Deep Impact,
Contagion,
Armageddon. No, Contagion's not on it. I was begging. I was fucking fucking. Total apocalyptic movies are trending now.
Outbreak.
Yeah. Nothing like, keeping it light while you're at home.
Yeah, and then nothing to take your mind off things.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
We're not going to go too into much into the outbreak. No. We're going to keep it nice and jovial for you.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. Yeah, take your mind off shit.
But it does seem to me like the planet Earth has just sent us all to our rooms and to think about what we've done.
Yeah, slap on the wrist. Yeah. Go on, off you go. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that completely. But it did make me smile though. I think you've got to smile where possible when things are tough. And it did make me laugh actually. Some of them, but some of those movies, joking aside, and what's going on in the world aside, there's some good films within that. There's some, I think from this is TV, I suppose. But then again, we're all used to watching Netflix on TV, so it counts, people. So bear with us. I know we've done movie episodes before, but certainly it's Shaun of the Dead, man. Fucking what a film.
Part of the Cornetto trilogy.
Brilliant. They're all good. Yeah. All good. And even in Paul and stuff like that, even though it's not part of the trilogy, great film. And you can't beat Shaun of the Dead because it's just funny. It's just absolutely funny. And I don't know if you saw Simon Pegg and Mark Frost.
I did. I was just going to say that.
Did
that
a little
was brilliant.
Skit this week, which I thought was really, really good. And you put a smile on a lot of people's faces. So good on you guys. It's good to that people do things like that for people when they need stuff, when they need cheering up. But no, I mean, you got to watch Shaun of the Dead. It doesn't matter whether forget the relevance to anything. It's just a bloody good film.
It's excellent.
Yeah, really, really good film. And there's been countless references to going to the Winchester and waiting for it to all blow over. And all.
But you can't now.
No, you can't. No, you can't go to the Winchester. The Winchester's closed, but we're definitely open. So, but you can also do even The bit I love, I love in that movie though is just that even when they're on the pissed on the street and they come out the Winchester and they just go and then he's leathered in the morning. When he gets up, like probably will be tomorrow. And then he goes down the street and like the moped's on its side and the guy's running down the street and he's just leathered. He's like hungover and he goes into the shop to get his Diet Coke.
Yeah, slips on a bit of blood.
Yeah, slips on a bit of blood and there's a handprint on the fridge. Oh, it's so good, so good. So yeah, that's definitely one to watch on there. But I think from a series point of view, there's loads of stuff that's out at the minute, and then there's really good. Yeah, there's loads of stuff, and you can't really go wrong. I mean, the only thing I would say though is, as always, we've always said, haven't we? You make up your own mind for starters. I think that's the golden rule.
Don't listen to a critic.
No, they're full of shit. Yeah, well, you might think we're full of shit.
Well, we are. Fucking
yeah.
certified.
Yeah,
Grade A, 100% full of shit.
Yeah, but we admit it, though.
Oh, yeah.
This is what
we're honest about it.
We talk shit constantly.
I think somebody once said, I can't fucking remember who it were. They said, what did they say? Nobody's ever made a statue of a critic.
What a great... I
don't know. I can't remember who said it.
No, but they should be...
made a statue of.
Yeah. Yeah, make a statue of this... Yeah, statue. I don't know if I'd want to be... Would you want a statue made out of you?
No,
I wouldn't. And if you, here's one for you. If they were going to make a statue of you, A, what would you be doing? And B, where would you be? Where would you want it going?
Oh man, I don't know.
That's a good one, isn't it?
That's
just come to me then. We don't have to answer now, by the way. Maybe think about that, and then we can always come back to it if you want to, or I can try and put you on the spot now.
Oh, I haven't got a clue. I don't know a clue what. But I'll be giving somebody the fingers with a disgruntled look on my face. Like, oh no.
Yeah. Well,
that's my default pose anyway.
All right, here's one for you. What about let's say each other's statue. So I envisage your statue, and you envisage my statue.
Oh God.
All right. So I think for you, you'd be, I don't know, what would you be? Let me see. You'd be behind the wheel of a car. I think that's one thing. You'd have the bird out the window. And you would be, what else would you be doing? Yeah, bird out the window. Sort of a very disgruntled look on your face in one of the, like a syllable within a swear word coming out your mouth. And I think it'd be on that. I think you'd be going. I think we'd have your whatever you were wearing, like maybe a scarf, but in a horizontal position because you're going that fast. I'd probably have that as well. So you look a bit like
these are frivolous allegations.
It's all fantasy, people. It's all fantasy. And what else would you be doing? You'd have some. I was going to say the problem is I'll put you behind the wheel of a car, so I can't incorporate alcohol. But I suppose from a purely artistic point of view,
artistic license.
Yeah, artistic license. I'd probably have somebody clinging to your windscreen, and you're having some bourbon in the shot somewhere. I would have thought so.
Well, that goes without saying.
Yeah, so I think that's quite a complimentary view. I think. You think?
It's accurate. I don't know about complimentary.
Yeah, well, there you go. Accuracy. Yeah, that's the key.
I just have yours Ram Red and an odd bins.
Yeah, I think that sums it up.
The fucking X-Reg transit van.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would definitely. That's probably sums it up perfectly. Sums it up perfectly without a doubt.
You don't want some of this?
No, definitely not. No. That would end. That's going down to the level of that's going down too far too quick.
I'll be all right.
But you're old enough. You don't need me to tell you what to do. So anyway, I lost my train of thought completely. We talk about statues. What the fuck were we talking about?
TV.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, that whole thing. So with the TV side of it, I think I've started. But I think I'm just going to throw a recommendation out there to everybody as well. Let me think. Hang on just a minute. The one that I know we talked about was the. I've started watching. I haven't finished, so no spoilers from you. I know you've seen it. The Outside. I've started watching that.
Yes.
Yeah, with Jason
Bateman.
Thank you. He directed that, by the way. Which
he did.
Which I didn't realise. So, so if you're not familiar with that, it's based on the novel by Stephen King, the legend that is Mr. King. Fucking, what goes in that guy's mind? What a legend he is. But yeah, I mean, I always think with somebody who has a genius, and I don't use that word lightly, but anybody, the guy is obviously a genius. It's a bit like Elon, you know, we talk about Elon Musk in terms of when that guy closes his eyes at night to go to sleep, what level the guy operates on.
How does he get to sleep more?
Yeah, I don't know.
When you're thinking of, when you're dreaming up fucking killer clowns and sewers
fucking
for a living.
Genius. But do you know what I mean? He must operate on a different
plane
than everybody. You know, in a very specific way. He's a storyteller, and my God, a great storyteller. But yeah, The Outsider is, and I'll just give you a brief synopsis of it, is that it's based on a guy who gets accused of a child's murder.
Yep.
Who a horrific killing, by the way, and it's very graphic, by the way. Shocked me actually how graphic it was.
For telly,
yeah,
I agree with you.
Yeah, very shocking. But then again, adds to the overall thing of the gravity of the crime, I suppose. And he's banged to rights. They get him on CCTV, forensics, you name it, open and shut case, and then all of a sudden he sort of proves he's in somewhere else at the same time with video evidence. So really, really good. So if you want something a bit of a whodunit and a typical Stephen King gem.
Yeah, we binged that. We binged that.
Yeah, well, I get that completely.
We battered that. We battered it so much because they released the first few episodes, I think. And we had to wait for it. So, we'll watch the next one like a crack addict.
Yeah.
You've gone cold turkey and you wait for the next one to autoplay and it stopped. And I said, why is he going to something else?
Yeah.
So he skipped it to play next episode. And he said, like, airing next week.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, you bastard.
Yeah, what a fucking show that is. Really, really good. And it's one of those ones that caught you straight away. I didn't need 2 episodes to get hooked. It was there. And the guy who plays the lead detective, you know, guy at Star Wars,
Mandelson.
Is that his name? I wouldn't have known his name, but he's brilliant in it. Really, really good.
He was Director Krennic in Rogue One.
That's it, Director Krennic. Yeah. And he was brilliant. Or he is brilliant in it. So that's one from me anyway.
He was in Captain Marvel as well. Have you seen Captain Marvel?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, he was the alien in Captain Marvel.
Oh,
and again, he was really good in that.
Yeah.
He was funny in that.
Was he? Yeah.
Love an actor with good range.
Yeah, like us. Although we don't act very well, do we?
We don't act.
No, this is how we are.
Yeah?
Yeah. This is what it is. This is how what we are all the time.
We're just us in front of a microphone.
Yeah, I'll have to put my trousers back on in a minute. And so any recommendations that you can think of? Anything you've been watching?
On Amazon, there is one called New Amsterdam. And it's a medical drama.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Right. Surprised me there, because I didn't have you down as a medical
I'm
drama
not.
man. No,
I'll be perfectly honest with you, I'm not. Do you know, I'm sure you've done the same. There's that much choice now.
Oh, massive.
You sat there, 9, 10 o'clock. I said to Mrs., what do you want to watch? Get the usual, not bothered.
Yeah. That doesn't mean not bothered, though.
No, I know it doesn't.
No.
It means...
We'll end up watching what I want to watch.
Yeah. No, to be fair, we usually end up watching what I want to watch.
Do you?
Yeah.
You're lucky then, because I don't.
I try and keep it, kind of neutral. That, we'll both be interested in. So nothing with midwives for me.
No.
Because she wants to watch fucking
What is it about women giving birth?
I don't know.
It's like, I can't even watch animals giving birth. Never mind fucking women giving birth. And women love watching it. And it's the most painful. It's like me saying, oh, remember when I broke my fingers? It was probably the single most painful experience of my life. But I'll tell you what, I want to watch repeated footage of people breaking bones.
That's what that has been my argument forever. That because women always go to you, oh, you'll never understand childbirth. I said, yeah, but you've never been kicked in the balls.
No.
And they go, childbirth's worse. I said, well, it can't be because I don't want to watch programs about getting kicked in the bollocks. And I said, you've had 2 kids.
I don't know, there's some titles I've watched about getting kicked in the bollocks.
But women, they have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If somebody kicked me in balls once, fucking 12 months later, I don't go, do you know what? I might get kicked in balls again.
Yeah, I fancy a little bit of sort of like groinal pain. I think I'll
do that again.
Yeah. You're in dangerous territory. Yeah. You can tell they're not with us, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can tell that. Yeah. No, I agree with you, though. I think it's completely true, but I don't want to see... It's like even fucking Call the Midwives. I'm talking about TV here and all the ladies out there, because we've probably got people... I don't know. Do you think we'll have women that listen to us?
I hope so.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I hope so. Well, I hope so, and I would like to think they would do as well. But yeah, I mean, all you women, I suppose some blogs as well out there, like watch Call the Midwives on BBC. And for the past sort of 5 years, it's sort of semi-ruined my Christmas day because at 8 o'clock, when I'm well on the way for getting pissed, and I'm relatively good mood on Christmas Day, and just getting into the swing of things at 8 p.m. What happens is 8 p.m. rolls around, Call the Midwives is on.
Well, that's it. I'll be honest with you. Call the Midwife saved my Christmas Day this year.
Did it? Right, go on, elaborate.
Because my missus was working on Christmas Day, and she was on the late shift. And to be honest with you, I was pretty bummed out about it. So I'm sat there feeling sorry for myself. I wish my missus was really.
Did you have like a blanket wrapped around you, and you were like staring
out at the window, looking at the rain. So I won't lie, I was a bit bummed out. You know what I mean? Because she had to work on Christmas Day. And so I'm flicking through channels, and it went, next on BBC One, Christmas special, Call the Midwife. I thought, do you know what? It could have been worse, because if she was here, I had to sit through this shit.
So you had the ability to turn it off?
Yeah, boom, straight off.
Brilliant.
Yeah, but New Amsterdam.
Oh, yeah, sorry, that's what we're talking about.
New Amsterdam is one of, what the Medicare is like over in America. They pay for everything.
Fucking right,
yeah.
dude.
Well, New Amsterdam's a free hospital in New York.
All right.
Massive. And Ryan Eggold is the doctor. If you've ever seen The Blacklist,
no,
he was in The Blacklist. He was Mrs. in The Blacklist.
It was his missus.
The lead woman's Mrs. in Blacklist.
Right,
he was her husband.
Right.
But it's really good. It's one of them episodes. Thing isn't it? I can't remember his name now. What's her name?
This is where we delve into what was that name again?
What's her name? Oh, kids would know because they don't. She was in Doctor Who. She was his companion.
Oh, fuck knows. I stopped watching Doctor Who when I got bored.
The
with
new ones.
David Tennant with fucking Doctor Who. To be honest,
I can't remember her name. Anyway,
I'm going to talk about Doctor Who in a bit. By the way, you fucking ignited the fire.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
here we go.
Yeah.
But no, it's really good. It's funny. It's sad. But it's just really good.
All right.
It's one of them few series where you can. The characters are actually deep.
Yeah.
You know
Relatable.
what I mean? That's the one. Yeah, it's a very, very good series. And we absolutely twatted that to death.
Did you? Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
like one after the other. Like
hell, yeah.
One of them series that are that good. You think
I could be a doctor.
No. You start working out how many you can watch.
Yeah.
So it's like, I've got to get up in fucking 2 hours. But if I have a piss and clean my teeth at the same time, skip breakfast tomorrow, go to work in my boxers, I can fit another 20 minutes in.
Yeah, you're just like staring at the pot plant in the corner thinking I could piss in that.
Yeah.
That'll save me 45 seconds.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to take me a while to wipe my ass. And then cat walks past, you go,
yeah.
Then you Google how to get shit stains out of a cat.
Yeah, you won't mind. No, it's like when you watch medical dramas, though, you think, after watching them for quite a while, you think you're a fucking expert, don't you? Mm-hmm. I was thinking, come on, man, he needs a fucking tracheotomy. Just get it, crack on. What does his blood look like? ECG, get him in there.
It's like, do you watch MasterChef The Professionals?
No.
Do you watch? Don't?
No.
Right, so
I know he's Greg Wallace.
He is in it a bit.
Yeah.
But the professional version is obviously it's a professional chefs and stuff.
I bet some
like
of them are shit, aren't they?
Yeah. But they have a challenge. So what's his name now? Marcus Waring.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
he's a wank. I don't like him.
Oh, I don't like him. He's from Southport.
Is he the guy with the
greying beard and longish hair?
Yeah.
No, I don't mind him.
No, I don't.
And Monica Galletti, the New Zealand.
I fucking hate her.
Fush and chops.
No, fucking hate her.
Fush and chops.
Fucking hate her.
It's the look on her face when somebody cocks up. She has that wide eye. Looks like one of them goldfish.
Yeah, clownfish. Not clownfish. No, she looks like her eyes pop out of her head, don't they?
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah. No, I don't like her.
So you're watching that, and they set her a challenge. Set the contestants a challenge, and before they come in, she'll show you how to do it. So she's like fucking deveining an octopus, deep frying aubergines and making a souffle and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you watch her do it.
Yeah.
And the contestant comes in, makes a complete fucking pig's tit of it, and you're going, "Oh, what a knobhead!" Like I could make a fucking souffle. You know what I mean? Oh, you shit that, mate. You crap.
Yeah, fucking flambe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's fucked that, hasn't he? Look at him.
Yeah, it's true that. You look at the consistency of his velouté.
Yeah.
Fucking what's his velouté? It's fucking spit. Just like spit on a plate.
Yeah.
On what level, culinary level, is it acceptable to put what looks like soap suds on your plate? Tell me. I don't get it.
I don't get how John Turode gets a job on MasterChef. if you watch MasterChef, if you watch it regularly, right, break it down to its bare bones. You could record an episode of MasterChef, fast forward all the shit, and it's on for about a minute. But John Turode, his sole purpose in the whole episode is to state the obvious. So he'll go, g'day, mate, what you fucking making there? He'll go,
You fucking got on.
yeah. And he'll go, all right, John, lad, I'm making fucking chicken and chips. All right, good on you, mate. And then he'll go off camera and he starts whispering to camera and he'll go, he'll go, Steve's making fucking chicken and chips. If he cooks the chicken too long, it'll be burnt. If he doesn't cook it enough, it'll be raw. Chips should be chipped. The chips should be made out of potatoes, and they should be fluffy in the middle and crispy on the outside. Yeah, no shit, John. Fucking hell. I'm glad you're here, mate.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Holding the world together, fucking John Turode.
And there's fucking Greg Wallace. Oh, what you fucking making? well, Greg, I'm just looking for you a bag of sugar and a spoon.
Lovely.
Fucking get in, son.
Oh, fucking brilliant. He's a fucking dickhead, aren't they?
Yeah.
You notice about John Turode though, whenever he tastes anything, his body doesn't move. He just stands completely straight like that. Like I'm just standing up. I'm just like, and the only part of him that moves is his hand.
Yeah.
And then his mouth opens. Oh fucking hell! Oh,
there was some severe trolling on the episode of MasterChef a couple of weeks back. William Sitwell was on there. He's one of the few.
I've got a clue that is.
He's a food critic.
Is it like Peter Griffin?
No, that's John Campion.
All right. I quite like him, but
right,
I laugh whenever I see him because I think he's better. But he never does. Excuse me. But yeah, I thought I was expecting to do something like that. I'm always dead disappointed. I just wanted to stand up and have green trousers on. But he never does. He never does. And do the twist as you're singing that song.
Yeah. William Sitwell's a thinnish fellow. I know they're all posh, but he's quite posh and he's got glasses on. He's all right, actually. He's not so bad. But there's a bit of controversy over him because he writes for Waitrose food magazine.
Does he?
And last year, he said something like, all vegans should be shot or something like that.
I like him already.
I thought that might appeal to teenagers.
But it's compassion. It's
a mercy killing.
Yeah, it's a mercy killing. It's like a irrelevant culling.
Carrot lives matter.
Yeah. Just it's for the greater good.
For the greater good.
The greater good. Yeah.
But the critics set them a brief. You know what I mean? So they have like a critic. On the show
in briefs.
No, not in briefs. No,
right.
I don't want to see
John
Champion in briefs. And his brief last week was vegan. I thought, oh, you piss-taking twat.
Brilliant.
Yeah, but I do like. I binge MasterChef. I love MasterChef.
Yeah. Actually, after that tirade, I think I want to watch it myself. I think it's fucking. There's loads of legs in that, isn't there?
What, MasterChef?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Rip it to pieces. But you can't. While we're on culinary shows as well, you can be a bit Gordon though. I love Gordon.
Oh, have you? He hosts MasterChef USA. Have you seen it?
I love it.
The fucking difference between that and the UK version.
Yeah, but this is what I love.
They're all fucking high-fiving and whooping and crying and shit like that.
I love Gordon though. It's fucking brilliant. I have to name drop. I don't like name drop. Well, I do like name dropping people, but if there's one guy I really love out there, and if you ever listen, I hope he does. Is Schaefer Bates.
He's really yeah.
I fucking love.
He's brilliant.
Yeah, Schaefer Bates doing Gordon Ramsay is fucking brilliant. I absolutely adore. He does some great. I mean, he does countless impressions. But if you've never heard him, guys out there, go on Facebook and Instagram and go on. Just search Schaefer Bates, SCHEIFER Bates. What a legend! Some of the stuff he does, Gordon Ramsay. But Gordon, I love his, especially if you want to binge watch something. You know when you have those shows, this is how bad things are at home. No, in a good way. We've almost got to a point now where we're categorising shows to watch, whether it's daytime or nighttime.
Daytime.
Yeah, daytime, nighttime. So, daytime shows consist of what we would call lighter shows, variety shows, and cooking shows. So, Gordon would be a daytime show in our house. We'd watch that during the day. And then nighttime, you've got your stuff like I've mentioned, like The Outsider. Watching Castle Rock as well, which is another Stephen King one, which is fucking awesome, by the way. So get on that as well. So Gordon Kitchen Nightmares, or the one where he rescues. Is that the Kitchen Nightmare? The one where he rescues?
Yeah, the businesses.
The businesses.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a fucking! It's absolute gold.
Yeah.
That.
Have you seen the one with the
It's
twins?
gold. It's gold.
Have you seen the one with the two fellas, the two twins?
Mate, I've watched that many.
Man.
I've not watched that many of them. I could have easily watched. I can't even recall a lot of the individual ones, but the thing that comes across in all of them, and it's great to watch. So if you want something that's a bit mind-numbing as such, and just want something to kill 30 minutes as many times as you want, watch Kids. Because one thing that comes across is that a lot of the owners, they're fucking deluded.
Oh man, yeah.
They don't need any help.
Yeah.
The business is failing. They're losing like $4 million a year.
Yeah.
We're fine. Nothing wrong with my menu. Nothing wrong with my... And Gordon stand there, bless him, looking at these people thinking, what fucking planet are you on? You're fucked. Your business is fucked. I'm here to help you. You've got a Michelin star chef walk through your door who can rescue your business. You'd be fucking... I know it wouldn't make a very good TV show, but you'd wrap your arms around him and thank the Lord that he were there, wouldn't you?
Oh God, yeah.
But these guys are like...
Yeah. I like it when he starts goes into the fridges.
Yeah.
Who made this lasagna? When was this lasagna made? Fucking 1972.
Yeah. And he's just brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. Really, really good. But I love the way he just fucking tells you how it is. You know what I mean? It really, really funny. So,
but there's a couple of them. He actually liked the food, didn't he? There was one, the UK one that he did. But she was an American woman.
All right.
See that one?
No.
Something soul food.
Sorry, I just want to sing something. American Woman. Good song like that. John Lenny Kravitz.
Is it Lenny
Yeah,
Kravitz?
it's Lenny, I think, isn't it?
It must be a cover of that.
So you carry on, I'll just sing hum over.
Yeah, but I'm buying. I know there's a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? What do they say in the disclaimers? Some scenes may be enhanced for for viewing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, enhancement.
In other words, we fucking made it up.
Yeah.
And I'm by no means a chef, but when they send it out and he's got like a fucking, I don't know, sausage and chips, and it's in 4 foot of oil, you know what I mean? It's floating past him. But he's worth a fortune.
Oh, he is, yeah. But he's good at what he does. I mean, he doesn't pretend to be anything else that he's not.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good thing. But no, if you want to get on something that's, I think in the category of a 30-minute between whatever you're doing at home, watch, that's to get on that. Get on anything Gordon is good. MasterChef as well, I suppose. Good stuff like that. And then you can watch, I suppose you can watch Bake Off. But the thing is with Bake Off, I love it because...
I love Bake Off.
I love Bake Off. I love it, but I love Bake Off because it's one of those shows that's a bit of a guilty pleasure, but you watch it because it annoys the hell out of my missus. But I just rip it to pieces as I'm watching it. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those ones I can't listen and go, oh, yeah, really good that, really good that. You know, that's good, really well done. I'm just like, what the fuck is he doing? Or it's like, can they not get some better presenters? Or, you know what I mean? It's always a snap, but I love it. You know, I think we're all guilty of that, aren't we? We have shows that we like to watch because we like to rip it to pieces. And that's one of them for me.
Did you see they managed to get on the Celebrity Bake Off this time? You know, the charity one for stand up for cancer.
I'm a bit behind with Bake Off, to be honest with you.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on Bake Off.
Oh, no way.
How they pulled that off, I have no
Probably
idea.
goes to show how fucking desperate Richard Dreyfuss is these days. He's still alive. Fuck me, how old is he?
Oh, he's
They
old,
wheel him
mate.
in.
He's old. Yeah.
Just wheel him out to one at
He
freezers.
looked like he'd been in fucking George's belly for about 20 weeks.
Fucking hell, Richard Dreyfuss. He must be fucking knocking on now.
He looked good, like, but
Yeah.
he must be mid-70s.
Must be. Fucking at least.
Yeah, easy.
Gotta be, yeah. Really gotta be. But no, the thing with Bake Off is, I suppose like anything, it's just the since it went from what was it on? Was it on Channel 4?
4, mate.
Yeah. And
then they got a bit hard for cash, didn't they, and flogged it.
yeah.
Oh, was it?
No,
Is
it was
it
the
not
other way
on Channel
around.
4 now?
No, it was Channel 4 now. It was on BBC.
BBC 2, BBC
somewhere.
1 2.
Yeah, it was the other way around. I think it went to commercial TV after that. But you got old, obviously the mainstays, Mary Berry. Mary Berry and
The Lizard
and
Queen.
Paul. Yeah, if you're probably wondering what the hell that statement meant. But if you watch our episode regarding conspiracy theories, I think it was, wasn't it? So Doran and Dee talk conspiracies in our Spotify playlist. Little plug there. It's a seamless link. You then catch up with that because we do touch on the theory that Mary Berry is actually
A reptilian overlord.
and that her hand, which is allegedly a result of her childhood illness, is actually a velociraptor claw. And she's wearing prosthetic skin and a wig.
Scaring me now.
And Paul Hollywood's... I don't know with Paul Hollywood. I really don't know with him. I don't
Yeah.
He's one of them. I think, he's all right. And then I think he's a wanker.
Yeah, I'm the same. But I'm a bit of a fanboy. Not a lot of following, but when you're eating it and you're going, oh, God, are they going to get an handshake? Oh, they're going to get an handshake. And they don't.
It's just one of them, though. I know it sounds... I don't mean it. I do mean it, but it's like he thinks he's fucking God, though.
He does.
That's what I think. That's the only way. The only way I can describe it is that he thinks, oh, if I put my hand out, it's like I'm bestowing the greatest honour on anybody. I've got my hand in mid-air now. On anyone that could possibly be.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's the greatest honour. It's like the fucking Pope.
But Sandy Toxvic's quite, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Matt Lucas replacing her.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah. I'm going to hold judgment because when it moved to Channel 4 and they said that it's Noel Fielding, isn't it?
Yeah. I do like Noel Fielding.
Yeah. And Sandy Toxvig, they said they were going to take over. I thought, it's going to be shit, this. But they're actually very, very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could just arc back to cooking programmes. Have you watched that horrible one with that steroid head from Scotland? What's his name?
No.
Robert Irvin or something like that.
Oh, no, I don't know.
What's it called? It's on Food Network. It's usually after Diners, Drive-Ins and Dives.
Oh, I fucking love that show.
It's like Kitchen Nightmares.
All right.
Only an American version.
Oh, yeah. I do.
Big Scottish fella, big muscly fella.
Yeah. I do. Is he Scottish?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah. He's Scottish.
Is he fuck?
He is.
Is he?
He's Scottish.
The guy with glasses?
Yes, that's
Always
him.
wears a tight top.
That's him.
Massive arms and nothing else.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, I like that one.
Well,
What's that called, that show? Fuck.
Restaurant Impossible.
Yeah, I love that. I like that's another one. I love
Get
that.
out.
I love that.
Get out the studio now. No, out.
No, I love it.
Get out.
I love it.
No,
I absolutely
right.
love it.
You're not going to love it because I'm going to ruin it for you now. Are you ready? Right. He got to where he was, right, because he told everybody that he made Princess Diana's and Prince Charles's wedding cake, right? And that he was he got knighted. He was Sir Robert Irving. When he went over to America, this is what he told everybody.
Brilliant.
And that he owned a fucking castle in Scotland, right? And it was complete bollocks. He was a junior chef at Buckingham Palace or something like that for about fucking a week on fucking YTS or something like that. And he picked the fruit that was going into the cake. So they said, what colour currants do you want? He went, I'll have them.
Black ones.
Yeah, so he put on the CV that he made the fucking cake for Princess Diana's wedding thing.
Oh, come on. We've all done some CV embellishments in our time.
Well, yeah, I can speak 8 languages, but that's not the point. But he got found out about it, and they let him off. Everybody's went, all right, okay, and they just fucking.
Oh, I love that show.
Oh, shit.
I love it. He's fucking brilliant because he fucking gives it to him.
Yeah, he does go off. Yeah.
He does give it to
I
him.
won't like a fucking smack off him.
No, he's got arms like fucking tree trunks, hasn't he? Yeah, he's fucking massive twat. Yeah, really, really big lad. But no, I love that show. We descended quite violently into cooking shows, but you can't be a good bit of dinings, drive-ins, and dives. So if you want to watch again, I think we're still well and truly in the realms of the 30-minute fix of mind-numbing shit.
Yeah.
But the problem is with cookery shows,
make you hungry
massively.
Yeah.
The core fucking problem with diners, drive-ins, and dives, and not to mention Man v Food. That's a whole nother fucking subject. It's just, it makes you fucking starving. It's fucking starving.
I must have watched several thousand episodes of Dan is Driving You Down. And you watch it, and I think every time I watch it, I go, fuck me, that looks good.
Yeah.
I'm going to make that tomorrow. I've never made any.
No. This is the problem. But it's always worse because you usually end up watching it the day before your shopping comes. So you got fuck all. You got nothing. So you're watching it and you think you're 29 minutes into a 30-minute episode and your mind starts wandering. You think, well, what have we got in cupboard? Have we got any linguine? No. Got any crab meat?
I love crabs. Not the itchy, not the venereal disease. Then
have we got any ravioli, freshly made? No. Oh fucking hell! Have we got any 29-day aged steak? No.
80-20 chuck beef to make a burger.
No. And then you start thinking, have I got anything that's fucking made of an animal that I can smoke? Absolutely not literally not roll up. I mean actually fucking smoke and eat virtually instantly. No. So you end up just fucking shoveling whatever you've got in to sort of try and numb the hunger.
End up with crisp butty.
Yeah, crisp butty. Yeah, but it's horrendous. I love crisp sandwiches, by the way. I fucking love them. I fucking love crisp sandwiches.
Got to be ready salted.
Oh no, I'm exotic when it comes to stuff like that. Fucking anything goes. Anything.
Oh, I do like a ready salted crisp.
But where'd you stand on condiments and additions to crisp sandwiches?
No, just butter.
Oof, you purist.
Mm.
You see, for me, the gateway to a condiment is I have to have, if I've got crisps, I can have cheese on it with mayonnaise.
Oof.
Yeah,
that's just adding sin on sin.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, it's horrendous. It's like, yeah.
Don't you lose your crunch though?
No, you don't. It's well, not the future. It's what I've always done. But I implore you to try.
I'll give that a go.
Yeah, give it a go. But yeah, you do. You end up trying to concoct something out of nothing, don't you?
Mm.
Fucking anything. But then, I suppose those shows are designed to make you feel hunger.
But it's the portions I can't get over.
No, it's massive.
I mean, I don't actually. If it's sizing me, I don't eat that much.
I don't eat that much. Not anymore. I used to. Fucking hell, I used to.
But yeah, portions on. We watch them on these cooking programs in America. Oh, fucking hell, fire!
Yeah,
they're coming out on a fucking forklift. This is your burrito.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's a burrito? Not a fucking Minuteman nuclear missile with cheese on it.
Yeah, it's fucking horrendous, isn't it?
Yeah.
No wonder they've got such a fucking problem over there. It's horrendous, absolutely horrendous. But I think with cookery shows, they're a perfect filler, for want of a better word, using a culinary term, I suppose. Filler for TV binge watching, because they're like it's like we've finished whatever it is, you binge worthy drama, you binge worthy whatever it is, and then you try to fill the void. I think any of those cookery shows are a perfect filler, aren't they? It's like the factory shows as well, Inside the Factory with Greg Wallace.
Oh god, yeah. Oh.
And he's on there.
They make him wear an hairnet.
Yeah, there's fucking note on his head as well. There's nothing on his head, is there?
No.
There's not, is there?
No.
Not imagining it or anything. No, he's bald.
Yeah.
He's bald, yeah. And they go to the fact. I actually find that weirdly satisfying.
Yeah,
watching the machines. It's fucking weird. Isn't it?
I like that stuff, like that, how it's made. And,
oh mate, love it.
Yeah, me
love
too.
it. And do you know what I often think? And it's fucking a bit nerdy. I'll try and stay as light as I can on this. Is this whenever I see those machines, you know, the machines where you got 5,000 Kit Kats going through the machine, and then they drop a little bit of something on it, and whatever, it's chocolate, whatever it is. Somebody's designed that machine. Somebody's made that machine. It's fucking weird, isn't it? There's a whole, like, if you went to a party and went, "Oh, you're all right, yeah, nice to meet you. I'm Mark. You're all right, yeah, you, yeah, good. My name's Alan. Yeah, what do you do, Alan? Oh, I design machines. Right, what to do? What to fucking stick Kit Kats together? Or people do this shit. You know what I mean? Who are these people? Who are these people that do that? And they did. But do you know what I mean? You don't get it at. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's
But
fucking
I'll tell you what though, Kit Kats can fuck off.
Why?
When you look at a Kit Kat bar, and you think, oh, that's nice because you've got Kit Kat stamped in the fingers. That's depriving you of fucking chocolate.
Fucking hell, that is excessive.
But you know what I mean?
So you're telling me you'd be talking to my...
Think how many Kit Kats they make a day. You know what I mean?
That is fucking extreme.
Think how much chocolate they save.
Do you know what that says to me, though, is how much you love Kit Kats?
I do like Kit Kats.
Yeah, I know you do. Well, that's obvious, because you care that much that you've been deprived of the embossment of the Kit Kat logo.
And if you're one of them people that actually bite a Kit Kat whole instead of snapping the fingers off, please text us your address so I can come round and kick you in the nuts. or whatever appendage or lack of appendage you have.
I am loud and proud a Kit Kat stripper.
Oh, you know what I'm like? I take everything to bed.
Yeah, you do, yeah. Yeah, you do. No, absolutely. It goes without saying, a Kit Kat stripper, without a doubt. But the interesting thing is, and I don't know if you know this, but with Kit Kats, the filling of the Kit Kats is Kit Kats.
What?
This is like a chicken and egg thing. Fucking bear with me, this, but this is God's honest truth. Fucking God's honest truth. I'll tell you why I know this is because we went to the factory in York to like a historical thing, like a tour. Good, actually. Well, I was wondering, you know, this kind of thing. Oh, fucking go on, then. I'll go. It was brilliant. Fucking brilliant. I was that happy at the end. I was like one of the kids in Willy Wonka's fucking chocolate factory, making me fucking chocolate lollipop at the end. You know, I went in like all like arms folded, fucking like whatever. And at the end, I'm like skipping through the corridors, going, singing one of the songs off fucking Willy Wonka. And in a Kit Kat, you got chocolate. Then inside you got the wafers. And the stuff between the wafers is mashed up Kit Kats.
Oh, right.
Little filling.
Yeah.
It's mashed up Kit Kats. And what they do is all the ones that are broken, they mash them up into the filling.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
What if they don't break any?
Well, they do. Always break.
Yeah, but what if they didn't?
They'd have no filling.
They have no Kit Kats.
No, but it's that chicken and egg syndrome. What came first, the filling or the Kit Kat?
Oh, fuck.
Fucking work that out.
Fucking hell. You can tell we're drinking.
Yeah, absolutely. But if you want to make the first Kit Kat, you'd have to fucking smash them to pieces to make it. But no, it's true that. Genuine.
How could you? Oh, that's got fucked my mind, that. That's like a fucking time travel.
Yeah, it is. It's a paradox. It is. It's a paradox.
Oh,
it is a paradox.
That's going to burn me out, that now. I wish you hadn't told me that.
No, it's true. No, but God's honest truth, though, the filling is broken. Is basically pulverized Kit Kats. Yeah, it is true. It's very true.
I'll remember that.
Yeah. It means nothing to anyone, but it's one of those.
I'll be fucking kicking the door open and work on Monday morning. Do you know middle of Kit Kat? Yeah. Fucking get a load of this.
Yeah. Absolutely. But no, it can't be a good cookery show or a good factory programme. But I think sort of going back to heavier shows as well, for me, definitely, just to sort of, I think recommendation-wise, I've got it. I mentioned Castle Rock before.
Yeah.
If you like Stephen King universe, that's fucking brilliant. That very dark Castle Rock set in the Stephen King universe. So the prison in the town is Shawshank.
All right.
So Shawshank is in Castle Rock. So really, really good. Really, really good. So I heavily recommend. I couldn't spell my words then. I thought I was going to have a stroke. My fucking face is dropping on one side. Hang on. He's well worth watching. Fucking brilliant. Really, really good. And he got some very. The cast is very recognisable, even though the names escape me. You'll know a lot of the faces in it as well. But no, definitely for me. But I suppose then, is there any other current recommendations that you can think of that's really lighting your fire, or what do you think?
I like Better Call Saul, the prequel to Breaking Bad.
It's a bit of a bone of contention with me, this, because I should love it. The first 2 seasons were a fucking strain to watch for me.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, I struggled. I haven't watched the latest ones, and that tells its own story, so I need to catch up with it.
Well, just now, he's starting to get into the person that we know in Breaking Bad.
I think that's the key thing with the early stuff. It was almost like, where's Saul in all this? Because it was the straight laced goody shoes, weren't it? At first.
Well, that's what I kind of liked about it, because a lot of things, and I suppose Star Wars is bad for it, even though I like it. Fan service. Do you know what I mean? Too much reference to the stuff that you know.
Great point, actually.
Just
yeah.
for you going, oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's a bit of it in Better Call Saul,
Yeah,
but it's not saturated.
correct.
And because it's interspersed, how's
Yeah.
that fucking half a bottle of bourbon? Because it's interspersed with.
You're fucking not joking as well. Let's fucking go. Have you got an intravenous drip?
I told you, don't hang around with me whiskey. Anyway, because it's fucking that word I said before, I forgot now.
I forgot. What
Interspersed.
You said. Oh yeah.
We just little nuggets of it. Do you know what I mean? It's just enough to make you go, oh, it's
a great point. This.
Yeah.
It's a great point. And I suppose what this is fucking. You can tell we're all drinking. It's getting quite deep. This, but I think what the success of Breaking Bad enabled them to have a bigger hook in the audience and allowed them in the immediate term. Because most shows, let's face it, American-made shows, they've got half a season to get you.
Oh God, yeah.
If you can't get the audience in half a season, gone.
Yeah,
Gone.
cancelled.
Forget it. So I think the Breaking Bad universe allowed Better Call Saul a lot of slack. So it probably creatively, fucking hell, I'm saying creatively, it allowed the makers of it to do what they want to do because they've got a lot of credit in the bank with the Breaking Bad universe. So I think that backs up what you were saying is that they thought, well, hang on a minute, we could do the predictable, wheel Saul out as the crazy lawyer straight away, or we can do almost like a backstory where he starts off as Mr. Lawyer, do good, wanting to make his way in the world, and then suddenly he deteriorates into the character we know.
That's exactly right. It allowed them to tell the story they wanted.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't have done if it was a standalone.
No,
they would never have been allowed to do that. Would you know any different? I don't know, but I don't know. It's one.
No, it wouldn't have done because, like you said, because they've got the Breaking Bad library, if you will, to refer to.
Yeah.
So they will go right. Well, we won't batter it all at once. We'll do it. Say towards the end of season one, we'll make a reference to Breaking Bad, and it hooks you for that second season. You know what I mean?
Doubt,
yeah. So they're telling the story, and then they'll think maybe people are starting to switch off,
waver a bit,
drop a Breaking Bad reference in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
No, I get that.
Then it go, oh, I'll watch the next one because such a body's,
Absolutely, get that.
But yeah, I love it.
I wonder. I mean, I suppose not to get too sort of in depth with that particular one, but I wonder if there was any crossover with watching Better Call Saul that hadn't watched Breaking Bad. I suppose there's quite a bit of that as well, where maybe somebody started watching it then has gone to Breaking Bad.
It's entirely possible.
Yeah, so maybe a bit of that as well. Maybe a bit of that. But yeah, good. I need to catch up with that.
Bob Odenkirk is a severely underrated actor.
Very much so.
He's amazing.
Very good. Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, very, very good. Great. And there's a lot of actors like that out there that are undervalued, I would say. I think Jason Bateman's a great example in many ways because he's done so many, a lot of comedy roles.
He was great in Hancock.
Yeah, and
he saved that film, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and also Identity Thief with Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
Like a farcical, but actually he almost stole the show in that film as the character he played. So I think he's very underrated, and he was great in Paul. Loved him in Paul.
Oh yeah,
as
Lorenzo Zoil.
That's him. Yeah, very good, very well done. And I thought that was brilliant. He was brilliant in that. Love that film. And very underrated actor. There's loads of them out there, but I think for me. So recommendation-wise, going back to what we were saying, I think if you're looking for something to watch, for me, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. I'm going to give you The Outsider, but off the back of Dean on that one. I have to give him the credit for that because he steered me in that direction. Castle Rock, definitely for me. And for the more, I suppose, guilty pleasures, the cookery shows, without a doubt. For me, I know you mentioned the professionals, the MasterChef.
Yeah.
For me, it probably has to be Gordon. I keep hearing Schaefer Bates doing his impression in my head, so forgive me. But look him up. For a bit of Gordon. And I do like, do you know what I do like? I have to say, this is the really guilty admission of mine. I like the Back in Time ones, the BBC shows.
She's got a couple of them recorded. The one for the Corner Shop. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Love it.
I've not watched one yet.
Oh, mate, it's brilliant. It's Sarah Cox hosts it. And they've got the historians coming in. They put the family in the corner shop from the Victorian times right through to the 80s and 90s. But they do it in all forms, like Victorian farm, Victorian other scenario house, and all really, really good, really good. and if you like a bit of history, stuff like that. So that's really, really good as well. And I think from TV point of view, for something a bit darker and more serious, also did mention Jason Bateman, Ozark.
I was just going to say
Fucking
Ozark.
hell.
Yeah,
Completely gone off my radar.
We battered the first series, started watching the second, and I've kind of drifted away from it. But I do want to revisit it.
Brilliantly made. Very, very good. And he's just basically backing up the fact he's obviously a quality actor as well. So so anything from you in terms of where would you maybe throw some recommendations out there? I know you mentioned the MasterChef for the mind-numbing half-an-hour episodes.
I tell you what's a really enjoyable show. If you like your cop shows,
what are we going to say then?
The Rookie on Sky Atlantic, I think it is.
I don't know that one.
It's got Nathan Fillion in it.
Don't know who that is.
It was Captain Malcolm in Firefly.
No.
Serenity.
No. I probably know him. I know his face. Maybe.
You'll know when you see it. But he was famous for Firefly.
No.
It was Castle. Have you seen Castle? No? Okay. No, you fuck then. Google him after.
I will do.
He's a rookie in the LAPD, but he's old.
Yeah.
Because he's about our age. That's why I added the
26?
Yeah, that's right, mate.
Oh, yeah.
He has he goes through a divorce, he has a midlife crisis, he decides he wants to be a copper. So he's like the oldest rookie in the LAPD, and it's about him going through training and stuff.
Nice.
It's a bit cheesy, it's a bit fucking,
Yeah. Guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
I think the whole thing with TV, I think as well, especially with series, is they don't have to be. I mean, I know you are as well. I think we share the same page on this. Biggest critic of, like, when you're watching something, you're going bollocks.
Oh, drives my missus bananas.
Bullshit.
Yeah,
that would never happen.
Yeah,
or that little. Because a lot of the stuff as well is they'll leave a big crumb in a scene. They'll put something down on a counter or put something, and then the camera will just focus on it, and I'll go, "That's important."
Yeah.
And she'll go look at me going, "What do you mean? You don't know everything, you know?"
Yeah, I drive my missus.
Half an hour later, somebody goes back to the counter where that thing is and go, "Oh look, here's where the clue, the biggest fucking clue of it." And she won't even look at me. I can see her going, Bastard! He knew. You know what I mean? It's like, but I know you do as well. I can tell by your reaction. I rip it to pieces.
Yeah, I do. I drive her bananas. I drive her bananas on continuity points. Hang on a minute, that weren't there. Rewind it. That weren't there before.
They spent 3 hours drinking that cup of coffee.
Cars.
Yeah.
On like a chronological point. I go, hang on a minute, rewind it like that. Oh God, what now? When's this set? 1985. Well, that's a fucking Mercury Saturn. They didn't release them until 87 because it's got the 5-wheel, the 5-spoke alloy option. Oh, fuck off! And watches, because I love watches. Do you know what I mean?
Wristwatches.
Yeah.
Do
you not know? So I got like a fucking different one every episode.
I never knew that.
I've got shitloads of them.
I never knew that. Honestly, I fucking never knew. That's weird.
And I'll fucking pause it and she'll go, oh God, what now? Well, I came back, we were watching MasterChef the other night, and I said, wouldn't you think they would make them wear something a little less opulent?
Oh, great word.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Opulence.
Yeah. John Turrell's though, his watch on.
30-gram watch.
Yeah, I said that's a Pannier Submariner, that. 8.5 grand that. Went to the website, I was a little bit out, it was 8 grand. She's like, I said, yeah, but nobody's as fucking mental as you are. Nobody else will notice that. I said, well, I watched it. I noticed it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, I drive a bananas ripping stuff to bits.
Yeah, I'm the same. So much so now I have like an inner monologue where I'll say it to myself because I think to myself, if I say anything, I'm just going to get abuse.
But I'm bad for twists. I can see twists coming a mile off. An absolute mile off.
Well, this is the thing. And you don't want to come across as being like a spoiled sport. But she won't mind me saying so. She'll say to me sometimes, She'll go, oh, you what? What's that about? And I'm like, no, you remember you saw that? Oh, no. Where? I'm like, no. Remember, like, not that I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not, but I do overanalyze stuff. I think what I'm getting at is you do. I do. For me, when I watch something, I immerse myself in it. I don't know about you. If I'm in it 100%.
Yeah, and whatever plot line they want you to follow, I go off on
correct.
one.
Yeah, you look beyond. Yeah, absolutely right. I'm completely on the same page. Whereas she can sit there, she'll have her iPad on, her phone on, and I'm not knocking because a lot of what she does is social media. So, but you can't do it. You can't pick it all up. So I end up being the guide or sometimes where I'm thinking, I best say that because she won't pick up on that. Not because she wouldn't pick up on it because she's doing other stuff as well. So a bit of that as well.
We were about fucking 7.5 minutes into Sixth Sense. And I just went, he's dead him. He went, oh, fuck off. And just got up and walked.
Yeah. I thought it was quite obvious though. Did you?
Fucking, yeah.
Because Bruce Willis, he'd come in and you thought, why is the mum not speaking to him?
Yeah.
Never fucking said a word to him. I think even the scene where she let him in the apartment or he shut him the door and he walked in, didn't even acknowledge him. He's fucking dead. It's obvious.
But tell you what they meant. The TV studios, they make the same mistake day in, day out, time and time again. They'll have a whodunit.
Yeah.
Right? So CSI or some shit like that.
I don't like CSI.
It started off great, then it got silly. So they got a whodunit. Somebody's been killed. They bring a suspect in, you go, it were him. How do you know? Because he's been in something else.
Yeah.
Because he's recognisable.
Yeah, or they'll be having three of them will be having a drink in a bar, and there'll be a guy in the parking lot outside with a gun under his coat going in, and he goes back to the three guys in there, and he goes, "Fucking hell, he's dead." Yeah. He's the guy that you just met.
Yeah.
Who's like getting these fucking whatever $200 a day for his doing an acting job. He thought he's fucked. He's the one we're going to see the slow motion bullet going into his body.
Yeah. Any cop show, anybody that falls in love, oh, you're fucked. You're 6 weeks, you're gone.
To be fair, that's true.
Isn't it?
Fall in love, you fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Fucking mugs game.
Fucking hell, we're going off on one now.
Yeah, absolutely. No, go on. Sorry.
No, I can't remember now. Go on.
No, but I think so I think for TV, as in current recommendations, the great thing about doing TV as far as having all the time to watch, you'll end up watching stuff you would never have watched because we're all in that saturation mode where we're going to watch stuff we've never thought of watching before. Which is a good thing, because the more you can broaden your horizons, the better. And a lot of the shows out there as well, you actually learn stuff as well, which which is weird. There's, for me, I mean, I never search anything by genre. I think it's a funny word. That
I hear that word.
Yeah, genre. Yeah. Because you're pigeonholing yourself, aren't you? But I don't know. I think I'll give anything a go, so to speak. And I'll tell you what, very quickly, before I labour the point too much, there was Apple TV show that I would severely recommend, and that's quite a strong recommendation. It's a series called Servant. I don't know if you've heard of that.
No.
Which is an Apple TV show that had Rupert Grint.
Ron Weasley.
Yes.
Harry Potter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's in that show. And it's absolutely awesome.
What's that called again?
Servant. Strongly recommend that. He does a great American accent. It's a very twisted. Have you ever seen the film Orphan?
I think so.
Okay.
It's a horror film.
Yeah. It's very, very dark. I'll not spoil it. I don't want to spoil it for anybody else. But basically, to paint the initial scenario, and it goes from here, is the fact that there's quite an affluent couple living in Manhattan. I think it's Manhattan. But anyway, upstate New York, somewhere very affluent, middle of New York. She's a news correspondent. He is a very, very respected chef, funnily enough. And they have a baby, a newborn baby. And then the show starts where they're in this very, very lovely 3-story old house. You know those ones in New York that have the staircase as you go in?
Yeah.
You know, that type of place. Very nice. And the baby comes home, or the first time you see the baby is in like a Moses basket. And everything seems quite normal. You sat there thinking, what the fuck's, where's this going? Anyway, it starts where you see the baby for the first time, and it's a doll.
Ooh.
A doll. And everybody in the family treats it like it's a real baby. And it starts from there. And I'll leave it there. And that's a big fucking hook to leave everybody there.
Yeah.
And then the story unfolds from there. But it's brilliant. Yeah, really, really good.
Sounds intriguing.
And I tripped over that. And you find out, as the episodes go on, you find out why the doll is a doll and why the baby isn't a baby.
Mm.
And the whole story starts to unfold.
Oh, good.
Yeah, really good. Though.
That does sound good.
Yeah, really, really good. Very dark, very gritty. And to be fair, the first Apple TV show I've actually watched, and we binge watched that.
Mm.
So I would recommend that. Yeah, definitely. If you got Apple TV, or if you managed to acquire it.
Yeah.
What should we do with a drunken sailor? What should we do with a drunken? The Crimson Pirate. So yeah, then that is worth watching.
I'll look out for that one.
Yeah, do. Yeah, really, really good.
He's recommended. Just popped into my head then, because I'm thinking, as we do, because our podcasts are totally on the fly. So I'm thinking,
absolutely, no planning.
So I'm thinking, what's the last thing I've been watching?
Fucking hell, you've done half a bottle of Scotch. Not Scotch, bourbon.
What?
You've done half a bottle of bourbon near enough.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Right, go. Sorry, I interrupted you. I was just shocked by the level.
Why? I told you, whiskey does not affect me like beer does. If I'd have had 4 or 5 beers now, I'd be dribbling like a spoon up floor. But whiskey, I'm fine. Doesn't matter.
Fuck.
I'm all right.
Sorry, it was just quite shocking. Go
on. If you're a Formula 1 fan, Netflix, Formula 1, Drive to Survive.
Great point. I've not seen
Brilliant.
Is it?
No holds barred.
Access.
Uncut. Sweary.
Really?
Sweary.
My God.
So you got Toto Wolff calling people bellends and stuff like that.
You want that, yeah.
First series is good. Second series, brilliant.
I didn't know there was a second season.
Yeah.
Right, wow.
Fucking ace. Gunter Steiner, the team principal of Haas Racing, absolute fucking megastar. You see stuff in that programme. I'm a big F1 fan, I know you are. You see stuff in that programme and you think, shit, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, brilliant.
Wow, I'll give that a
Absolutely
go.
brilliant.
Yeah, I need to try that.
Yeah.
I've seen it and I've seen trailers for it. It's one of those things though. It's getting it past the missus as well. A lot of that. Although she did like F1 years ago, so I don't know. I might get away with that, especially round sort of this time. You know, get away with watching that. But it looks really, really good. So I'll give that a go. Excuse me, I just need to excel some wind, won't it? But no, it's it does. I will give that a go, and it's a great point as well because with sports documentaries, they're very hit and miss. Sports ones.
Oh, very. Yeah.
Very hit and miss.
Yeah. But it shows you how much fucking money they spend. Jesus, wet.
Massive, man.
Look at Toto Wolff's trailer that he stays in. It shows him in the second series.
Yeah.
They drag it around the world for him to stay. It's fucking bigger than my house. It's fucking huge.
Although, how much does fucking Toto Wolff sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh.
Tell me. He's fucking him. I swear to God, it's fucking
when I first heard Toto Wolff,
101, Model 101.
When I first heard him, I thought he was taking a piss.
Yeah.
I thought he was doing an impression of the chap off Simpsons. What's his name? Wolfenstein or whatever his name is.
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is he Austrian though? Is he Austrian?
Yeah, I think so, mate. Yeah.
Because obviously Arnie's Austrian.
Yeah.
And then just on a very, very quick side note, I loved, and I even tweeted it out there, everybody. And by the way, we are on Twitter. So
we are on Twitter, yeah.
So tweet Doran and Dean Talk because we are on there. I tweeted out the Arnie this week bless his soul, fucking what a legend. Talking about being at home, because we all are at the minute, or a lot of people are out there because of what's going on. And he tweeted, only Arnie could get away with this, and he's tweeted a video telling everybody to do what they should do for the greater good. And
The greater good.
Yeah, the greater good. Yeah, and he's sat in his jacuzzi with smoking a stokie with his shades on. Fucking what a legend!
Did you see the one he did
Just
before
telling
it?
everybody
In his kitchen?
with the donkey.
Yeah. Telling everybody to wash their hands,
Love
fucking
it.
feeding 2 donkeys.
Fucking brilliant. Yeah, but I love it. That is only he could get away with that. He is a fucking legend. What an inspirational guy, though. Amazing bloke. Got all the time in the world for listening to him. All the time in the world. Very, very. I mean, he's done it. I mean, talk about, and you can apply what he's done. Not to get too philosophical with it. You can apply what he's done in life to most things or most points in time that we all go through. So his dedication to a single goal is immense. If you ever watch like his stories about his bodybuilding days or his documentaries about his philosophy about applying yourself to anything, is so, I mean, again, not to sound too OTT, but very inspirational. And you can apply it to so many things, you know, whether you just need a little bit of a kick. Go on YouTube, just Google Arnie, and it'll have and listen to him speak for 20 minutes. It's infectious. It's absolutely fucking unreal.
There's nobody on planet Earth that can say that they've been world champion bodybuilder. He was Mr. Universe, wasn't he?
Fucking Lord, 6 times, yeah. I think it was 6 times.
Hollywood A-lister.
Biggest star in Hollywood.
Governor of California.
Absolutely. And arguably would have been president if they'd allowed a non-American citizen to be president. He would. I think he would have, and he would have been a good president. Yeah. Very good.
There's nothing. Once he sets his mind to something, he'll do it.
No, absolutely. But if you just watch, it's literally this is a 60-second video. I'll tweet it to you.
Yeah.
Go online and just put Arnie, and you'll see him. It's brilliant. It's so funny. It's so funny. But there's a strong message coming across with it. But yeah, God bless his soul. What a legend. Fucking legend. All the time in the world for him.
While we're doing TV, because it's a TV episode, we have to mention that next week Disney Plus starts.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I will be locking myself in the living room watching The Mandalorian.
I don't know it fucking great shit, but I know exactly.
Fuck off. Just because I'm not fucking Jack Sparrow.
No, hang on a minute. I don't know what you mean. But yeah, no. I've fucking word this right. Hang on.
Yeah, but very fucking.
Yeah, no. I'm taking you out the equation because I don't want to. Yeah, no. In all seriousness, yeah, absolutely right. With the Disney launch of their own channel with the Mandalorian it was brilliant.
Good.
Absolutely
I'm really looking forward to it.
Brilliant. Yeah. And inarguably, and I really want, and we're going to get this, by the way, everybody out there, we'll get Dean's feedback on this because he's the star. And we're both Star Wars enthusiasts, but you're another level. So
that's a nice way of putting it. Thank you.
No, you are. No, you are, and I bow to that. No, absolutely, no. Credit where credit's due. But as far as the Mandalorian's concerned, and I know you'll give me your honest opinion as well, it's what a lot of the Star Wars movies should have been.
Yeah.
In terms of the, and I know I use this word a lot, darkness, but it's dark and it's sinister and it's dirty.
Yeah.
And it's not perfect. Does that make sense?
I know what you mean.
It's gritty. And nothing's perfect. Nothing's shiny.
Well,
the droids aren't clean. The body armor's dirty. It's got blood on it. It's got. You don't want to get in that.
I know what you're getting at.
It's real. Well, it's fucking real.
That's what George Lucas wanted in the original Star Wars. Because when he was making Star Wars, he said, "Listen, all the sci-fi films that are out now, like 2001: Space Odyssey, and whatever, like
Blade Runner, and all
whatever.
That. Yeah.
Everything's like you said. Everything's shiny and new and blinky lights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He wanted worn.
Absolutely.
He wanted battle scarred,
Yeah.
and that's what made it
Absolutely
fantastic.
And this serves it up. Yeah, they couldn't. For what it's worth, they couldn't have done it better in my eyes as well. But no, we'll revisit that.
We'll do that.
You do the do it, and then we'll come back to that one.
I want to absolutely watch the bollocks
Oh,
off that.
mate, it's fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's got all the ingredients that I think satisfies the purists, the newcomers. It's got compassion. It's got violence, but proper violence, gore, and it doesn't apologise for anything either. You know what I mean? It's not like, don't do this because this is the moral. You know what I mean? There's none of that. It's absolutely unforgiving, which is brilliant. They're really, really good.
John Favreau directed something, didn't he?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, and do you know what And again, I know you know this because you've watched a sneak thing.
Yeah. A
preview is the thing that makes it for me. All the things we mentioned, but also is the nods to the original trilogy or the original. It's very complimentary to the era of A New Hope and the original trilogy. So there's lots of little snippets they drop in, which you'd always expect them to do. You'd always expect them to drop the models of vehicle, the class of vehicles. I know you're into this more than me. So all that's there. But also, what I really, really love is at the end of each episode, the music. The music's very like rustic. It's not sci-fi music. It's not synths. It's not like lots of special effects. It's almost like Game of Thrones music. It's strings and it's. I'm getting very deep here. I can tell by the drink. But you know what I'm getting at?
I know what you're getting at. Yeah.
It's
gives it like that the blockbuster film.
It's like tribal music, but also as well.
Well, the Mandalorians were a tribe.
Correct, absolutely, and it's very complimentary to that. But also the other thing as well is the artwork at the end. I know you've seen some of that at the end of every end of each episode. It basically shows you the storyboard shots.
Oh, brilliant!
Of the key elements. And I tell you what, and I know you would probably crawl over broken glass if you could get some of those art shots in a canvas. It would fucking they were fucking immense, man. They're fucking immense. So I know you will get all over it. But anybody out there, Disney Plus, is that what it's called?
I think so.
Disney Channel,
Plus,
or whatever it is.
Disney Plus, yeah.
Get on that and get the Mandalorian watched.
Oh, but if you're quick, if you order it, what date are we on?
God knows, don't know.
21st-ish.
21st.
If you're quick, Disney are actually doing. I've taken advantage of it. The special offer until the 24th. If you pay up front $49.99, you get it for the year.
There you go. Well, you can't ask fairer than that, can you? Brilliant value. No. And there's lots of other shows.
There's loads coming out.
Loads of stuff. And they'll know that we're putting millions and millions of dollars into new shows and everything else. So it's probably well worth getting on board with.
Well, they said they're going to make an Obi-Wan Kenobi series. We'll see how that pans out. But I'm sure I mentioned before they've got all this. They've got every episode of The Simpsons on there, and they're making some Marvel series as well.
Right, brilliant. And I think The Mandalorian is gonna. That's got legs without a doubt. That's not finished. Fucking no chance.
Well, Bob Iger, I know he's quit now. The head of Disney, he said that the future of Star Wars lies in streaming TV. So
yeah, and I think that's a great way of putting it because you can expand the universe as they are doing, aren't they?
Yeah, because they get them out way more with TV.
Yeah, massively. Yeah, but the good thing is now the floodgates are open with TV because there wasn't necessarily the wiggle room years ago to have the grit and the violence and the. Now it doesn't really matter, does it? You can do all that.
Yeah.
But also tell a much bigger and wider story because you've got the scope, especially with something as huge as the Star Wars universe. You've got so much credit in the bank, you can do whatever you want. You know, there's no holds barred, is there?
No, definitely not.
As far as that goes.
And if they start even though Disney discredited, they said they wouldn't use the expanded universe, which is the novels and stuff. If they delve into that, they'll be cranking out TVs like fucking rabbits giving babies.
Yeah.
There's literally, they could not run out of source material. They couldn't do it.
No, I agree with that. No, it's massive.
Hopefully that's what they'll do.
Yeah, I think they will do. So I think upcoming shows, I think there's no seeing past getting onto Disney and we're getting The Mandalorian watched, and then just keep on top of the shows we've mentioned as far as Netflix are concerned. And also the sort of half an hour fillers, I suppose. That's the thing. And I suppose the other thing which I want to mention is that, and I know people necessarily won't admit to this out there, is the guilty pleasures, which are the things that you watch that you might not necessarily want to admit that you watch. And the reason I mention that is because for me, if I see things like even things like cartoons, or
there's no shame in watching a cartoon.
No, I love cartoons. Love it. Absolutely love cartoons, without a doubt. But yeah, I love watching things I watched when I was younger. As far as that goes.
Mm.
There's I mean, I love SpongeBob and all that type of stuff. That type of stuff. I love it.
Talking guilty pleasures when I was a kid, and I'm hoping you're either going to agree with me or throw that glass of wine at me.
No, I won't do that because I'll lose my wine.
You might down it and then throw it at me. Saturday morning. Bear in mind, in my defence, I was very small. Muppet Babies.
No, I
do you remember that?
Yeah, I didn't.
Do you not like it?
No.
I used to love that.
No.
That and Gummy Bears.
I fucking love Gummy Bears.
Gummy Bears. Bouncing here and there.
Yeah, I fucking love Gummy Bears. Yeah, loved it. And I loved. We've talked about raccoons before.
But how the fuck do you make a TV series out of Sweet?
yeah, I don't know. They can fucking make a TV series out of fucking anything.
Oh, don't they just?
Yeah, absolutely fucking anything. But no, I loved. I mean, they can't be the cartoons. But I think as time goes on, the cycle of people who have let's face it, we're all grown up, but the appetite for going back and watching, listening to whatever it is of that era is huge.
Oh,
hence why obviously Stranger Things as well, which I know they're filming another series of that, and apparently Hopper is alive. By the way, Hopper's in Russia.
Russia, yeah, I saw the trailer. Yeah.
So there's that, but even the new American Horror Story is 84. I know. If you can't see it there, but Dean pulled a face then, and I agree with him. Absolutely agree with him. But they're jumping on, whether it works or not, we'll see. Is they've jumped on the 80s bandwagon, and the new one's 84.
I loved that series. What
was your favourite one? Or
the one in the asylum.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
But I stopped watching it when they did the one in New Orleans about the witches. It just got fucking shit, and I turned it off.
I didn't mind that one.
I've not watched it
I'll be
since.
honest. I didn't mind. The first one was really good.
Yeah, it was very good.
The house one. Did you watch the circus one?
No.
The circus one was, I think, missed the mark, but was well intended. It had basically like a freak show. And what was the other one? The election one. Did you watch that one?
Didn't watch that one, man.
No, I didn't watch that one either. But the new one is apparently 84. So it's straight. They've tried to cash in on the Stranger Things or the 80s nostalgia thing, which is no crime as long as they do it right. I mean, it might work. I don't know. I don't know much about it, but they're big on the 80s with this one. But I think a lot of stuff's doing that. A lot of stuff, and it's bound to happen because when we were younger, a lot of stuff was based in the 60s, weren't it?
Well, they go for the nostalgia feed, don't they? Because we're the age that we are now.
Yeah.
They figure that demographic's probably got a bit of disposable income, so we'll go after them.
Here's one for you. I'll throw, and this is a random one before we move on to maybe a little bit of nostalgia to finish off. Maybe.
Yeah, why not?
Can you think of the only reason I'm saying this is because I remembered one. Then can you think of something that should have been gifted a second season but didn't do?
Firefly.
Right.
Easily.
Right, I don't know.
There was a big controversy controversy in the nerd universe. So much so, there was that much of an outcry when it got cancelled that they actually made a film, because it ended on a cliffhanger. And they made a film called Serenity, which is the name of the ship, to tie it all in. Interesting. I'll use the word interesting loosely. Firefly was actually played out of order in the sync of the episodes. So, because I'm watching it, I'll be honest with you, I didn't know this. I looked it up. So, watching Firefly, I hadn't watched it before. I'm watching it on Amazon. And the description of the episode didn't match what was going on. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? Is this something up with telly? You have to resync it or what have you? So I Googled it and had a look. And they changed the order of it. They set the order out and then for some reason swapped it because they think that the fans would like it better that way.
Right.
So when you're looking at an episode, the description of what's going on in the episode, it has absolutely no bearing on what's going on at all.
Shit. Oh, that's weird.
But just to chime another one in, even though it wasn't, I think it was a second or third. Did you watch the one on, I can't remember, it was on ITV, I think, Whitechapel?
Yeah, I did.
And that ended. And they cancelled it on a cliffhanger.
Was it like loosely based on The Ripper?
The first series was the Ripper, the copycat Ripper killer. And it got really good and really, I'm going to make my own fucking word up here, supernaturally. And then it just ended.
Right.
But that was one of them. We found it on Netflix by accident. Because the chap's in it, Rupert, whatever his name is, double barrel name.
The Bear?
Who? LeBear.
No, Rupert LeBear.
French fella, Rupert LeBear. I can't remember his name. Double barrel name. It was in Spooks. And we watched it on Netflix, and I thought, fucking hell, this is brilliant, this.
Right.
And we battered it.
Right.
Absolutely battered it. And it ended on a cliffhanger, real supernatural, spooky cliffhanger. I was like, whoa, that's going to be a good next series. Googled it after binge watching 3 series in a weekend.
Fuck.
Whitechapel cancelled.
Shit.
Gee, you fucking...
Yeah. It's heartbreaking when that happens. I know. Yeah, it is. There's lots of stuff that I think shouldn't have got cancelled, but that did get cancelled. The one that sticks in my mind, did you ever watch Jericho?
Skeet Ulrich.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
The weird looking dude.
The nuclear explosion one.
Yeah. That got cancelled.
They did.
And then there was an uproar.
Yeah.
I think it got cancelled after 2 seasons.
Yeah, they made another 6 episodes or something like that.
Yeah, and then there was that much of an outcry that they actually had to put it back into production to finish it off because it just fucking ended.
Yeah.
And it had a bit of a cult following. I don't think it did particularly well ratings-wise, but there was the hardcore fans that did love it, fucking obsessed over it. And they went to town on making sure that they wrapped it up.
Well, they cancelled. Don't know why. They cancelled Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
All right, I don't know.
And again, there was that much of an outcry on Twitter. And there was a hashtag Save the 99 or something like that. And there was that much of an outpour.
Yeah.
I think ABC, it was ABC. ABC bought it.
Right.
But there was no reason why it got cancelled because the ratings were massive.
Yeah. Sometimes it could just be financial, I suppose, and then they seem to swap networks, don't they, over there? They'll get picked up by another network and stuff like that. So there's a lot of that, I suppose.
Yeah.
I get that. But I think so from a new perspective, that's probably as much as I've found so far.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else worth mentioning.
No, I can't either. But as always, you can go through the back catalogue, and I think some really sort of little tips that I can think of on my feet, and I'm literally off on the fly here, would be really cool, especially in the days to follow, where you are having to spend a lot of time at home. Whereas you could maybe do an 80s night, couldn't you? Or you could do a 90s night, or you could do a 90s couple of days, or an 80s couple of days. That's a good idea, that. Yeah, should do that, and maybe pick out some series from back when, and then and also doing maybe finishing off with a movie in the evening. Doing that with 80s or 90s and stuff like that.
You could even, if you wanted to, an idea, match your food.
You could match your food. Yeah, absolutely. You could.
Assuming you can fucking get any.
Yeah, there is that issue. Yeah, there is that problem as well.
Here's a good one for you. Easier way to work out your IQ. Start with 150 and then subtract how many toilet rolls you bought this week, and there's your answer.
Yeah. Yeah, and so the remainder will give you your answer.
Yep.
What you should already know. You should already know that. But no, I think that'd be really, really cool. So I think you could start the evening off or the day. I mean, let's face it, if you want to do as we've all done, you can do a complete day session where you peel yourself out of bed and then hit the TV, and you could start with some really guilty pleasures. You could do some, as we've said, you could do some cookery show.
Mm.
You could do, and then maybe some 80s TV. So you could do, I don't know, pick some out. God.
80s, golden. Knight Rider.
Brilliant. Knight Rider, absolute brilliant escapism. And we all like to feel a little bit younger every now and again. So I think that would be really good to relive your youth, so to speak. Michael Knight in his exceptionally tight jeans.
But why again, we're going back to the fucking bit of me nitpicking the shit out of TV shows. That car, what was he? It was it a Pontiac Trans?
Yeah,
was it a Firebird? No,
it was a
Trans.
oh God, hang on a minute. No, it was a Firebird, wasn't it?
It was a newer Firebird, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a slope nose one because the Trans Am was Smoking the Bandit, wasn't it? The Trans Am was the flat nose.
But the actual car that Kit was, which was 1920,
Sure, it was a Firebird.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Sure, it was.
I think it was. But it was shit. It was slow as fuck, wasn't it?
It was American cars, though, isn't it?
9-litre V8 with 90 horsepower.
Yeah. And they had to, when they was doing a stunt, they'd play it at 5 times the speed.
Yeah, turbo. But remember the turbo boost button, the little rubber button off a Sinclair Spectrum. They used to press.
Then they do they turn the speed up 5 times to make it look like it was going really quick, and then you see some random bloke in the background walking past like he was in a fucking Charlie Chaplin film. Yeah, dude. Oh dear.
A ramp every 20 feet, and then car used to flip. Remember when cars used to always flip over, and then when they flipped over, you could see there was no engine and no gearbox in them.
Yeah, there was less like a fucking sheet metal underneath.
Yeah. And then it'd skid on its roof and then touch the back of a trailer.
Yeah.
And then there was like a fucking Hiroshima explosion in the middle of it.
Brilliant.
And then because it was on daytime, some fella would get out at middle scratching his head like, oh, because they couldn't show any violence.
Who was that guy? There was always that guy, as you said, like whether it was the A Team or anything else, after sporadic machine gun fire, and exploding cars would just crawl out from underneath.
Yeah,
and just
it was always a meathead. Yeah. He always had a mullet, and he always had a red short sleeve shirt on.
He did. But my God, his wife needn't worry because he fucking always made it home at night, didn't he?
Unless you're after life insurance.
Yeah, true enough.
They fucking phone him up. Something wrong here. I dropped 4 nuclear bombs on him, and he's all right.
Yeah, you fucking hell. He was a safe pair of hands, weren't he?
Wasn't he just?
Yeah, absolutely. No, but I think you would. Yeah, there's always a reason to look back. I know we touched on this. When did we talk about Highlander? We talk about Highlander
last episode.
Yeah, last episode. And like Dean rightly said, fucking don't watch the series. Do not watch the fucking series. Whatever you do, don't watch it. But if you want a bit of an 80s movie to top it off, fucking, I mean, I've got it in my planner to watch. Yeah. Get it watched. Fucking what an awesome movie. If you want to encapsulate the 80s and stuff like that, that's a fucking word, isn't it?
And if you've got Sky Cinema or No TV, it's actually on there now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Right, well, we'll get that watched. So I'm going to watch that.
I looked it up last
Yeah,
episode.
we were talking a lot about it, weren't we?
Yeah,
we were talking a lot about it. It was really, really good. And so we're going to, that's definitely one to watch. But from a series point of view, you can't see past the sort of the usual suspects, really, as far as, that's a good film as well. What would you watch series wise? Let me think. Hang on a minute. What about
what we're talking? 80s?
Yeah. So something, let's talk 80s first. So the 80s we'd look at a good sort of action series. You reckon? A-Team obviously.
A-Team obviously.
A-Team.
But if we're going a little bit obscure, Street Hawk.
Great show.
Knight Rider on 2 wheels.
Great show.
That was this thing, right? Was it me? Did I dream it in some
Do you know how many conversations are started by you by going, did I dream?
Yeah, I know, because fucking my reality and fucking
It blows into one, man.
it blows into one.
Yeah.
I once went into a job interview once, and he said, "What's your greatest weakness?" I said, "Well, sometimes I have difficulty separating reality from from make believe." And they said, "I said, and what's your greatest strength?" I said, "I'm Batman."
Brilliant.
I can't remember what the fuck I was going to say now.
don't
Did
know.
I just dream it? Or, right, theme tune for Street Talk. Was it Bruce Springsteen? Dancing in the Dark? Or did I dream it?
No, fucking no.
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 It was very similar. Because the wall used to open behind that bin, didn't it? The bin that never moved and no dustman ever moved and didn't notice the 95-foot high secret tunnel that the fucking supersonic black motorbike jumped at. Knowing my luck, if I were riding Street Talk, I'd fly at that fucking tunnel and there'd be a bin wagon emptying that bin and I'd end up at the side of it like one of them things that you used to throw at wall. You remember the things you used to throw at wall and used to creep down?
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. No, there's always that guy walking across two guys walking across the street with a massive pane of glass. There's fucking got to be easier ways of getting pane of glass across the road.
Oh,
Or
God,
the guy
yeah.
selling watermelons at the side of the road.
Yeah, how many watermelons do people eat?
Fucking loads. If you're in an action movie, there's fucking loads of them.
Hey, boss, I've got 400 cardboard boxes here. They're all empty. Where should I put them?
Yeah.
We go and stack them all neatly outside in that alley.
And then just when the car comes, just dive out the way.
Yeah.
You make sure you dive out the
Are
way.
you sure there'd be no police chases down this alley?
No.
No, I'll be all
No
right.
chance.
Yeah, don't worry
It's
about
quiet
it.
then,
mate.
right?
You sound.
Quiet.
Don't worry about it.
Stack them up. Yeah, crack on. It's true. Yeah, it's true. Very, very true. But no, good shout, Street Talk. And obviously you got your Airwolf. Obviously, there was a big thing on vehicles, weren't they, thinking about it? You had Night Rider, you had Airwolf, you had Street Hawk. Massive.
What was the one you mentioned earlier?
Automan.
That was the one.
Yeah. It was very shitly made, though, Automan. It was like the cheaper, sort of inferior. What's the right word?
I can't think of. He had that little like sidekick, didn't he, called Cursor, and it was like a little shooting star.
Now you're thinking over my head. I can't even remember that shit.
He had a sidekick called Cursor,
No, I can't
and it was like a little twinkling star, and it'd say like "draw me whatever," and it'd like fucking
create stuff.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, it'd like Microsoft fucking Paint, whatever.
Yeah.
All
I
that
do
straight
remember
lines.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, everything in straight lines. I do remember that.
I tell you what, I fucking hated, and I might be caught in controversy among our listeners.
Go on.
Quantum Leap.
Oof.
I hated it.
That is controversial.
Don't like it.
I'm just going to pour a glass of wine and let you all contemplate that statement. Hang on a minute.
Once they got past the shock of, oh, fucking hell, yeah, he's in, he looks in the mirror and he's in a woman's body. Once he's done that 19 times, it's not funny anymore.
I've often looked in a mirror and imagined myself in a woman's body. That's a fucking other story.
But it'd always end up the same thing, wouldn't it? It'd look in the mirror and he was like a fucking, I don't know, a fucking epileptic tortoise or something like that. And he'd go, oh boy. And then it'd end. And it had fucking, what's his face? Dean Stockwell was his mate, wasn't he, Al? With cigar. From like year 7008 and they've not banned smoking. And he had that little computer thing that was basically a fucking load of Lego bricks in his hand. And he started tapping it randomly. Oh, what's going on, Al? Well, according to this, you're a fucking
twat.
Yeah, you're a white supremacist with a penchant for animals, one leg, one eye. And if you don't run for president and succeed in next half hour, the world's going to end. And he always fucking managed it. Oh, hi everybody, I'm a white supremacist, one leg, one eye with a penchant for fucking animals.
Vote for me.
Yeah, vote for me. And I'm like, oh yeah, go on then. Yeah, no danger.
For the sake of the programme, vote for me. Yeah. Oh, fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I hated that programme. What a shit.
I can tell. You can't be a bit of Magnum though. Fucking Magnum PI. What about that? There's
Oh,
one throwing
Again, car. Going to car.
massive car. But
308
this is the thing.
GTS.
Oh, what a beautiful car that was! Fucking stunning
Was it
machine.
GTS or GTO?
Oh fuck!
I think it might have been the GTO because it had no roof.
Oh, I'm gonna have to work that out.
Yeah, we'll work that out.
I fucking there's too much alcohol flowing here for me to remember that. But yeah, the Ferrari, California, sun, Hawaiian shirts, massive moustache, women in bikinis, homosexual counterparts. Good old fucking Higgins. You can't fucking beat him, can you?
The fella looked like he was on safari 24/7.
Yeah, it was a fucking Hitler lookalike in in khaki uniform with mysterious men sat round his pool.
Fucking nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that, but he was a bachelor. Everyone knew that. He was just doing a good deed by fucking making sure random men in Speedos had somewhere to sleep.
Fucking bachelor's a stupid word. Every time somebody says bachelor, I think of mushy peas.
Fucking love mushy peas. But yeah,
Good, thank you, because my missus, every time I eat fucking mushy peas, she starts vomiting.
No, mate, I'm with you on that.
Here's a fun fact for you.
No,
I said fact.
how fun.
I said fact in the loosest sense. I use fun in the loosest sense. Do you remember the cartoon Chip and Dale?
What the fuck, yeah.
Rescue Rangers?
Yeah, I do.
One of them.
Yeah.
One of them had a Hawaiian shirt on for Magnum, and one was dressed as Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that shit.
Yeah?
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, he had a satchel on.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Shit. Where the fuck did that come from?
I don't fucking know.
Fucking hellfire. Yeah, well, I know where it's come from. Fucking half of that fucking bourbon, that's where it's come from. But, no, with regards to, what the fuck we're talking about? Hang on a minute.
We went from mushy peas to chipmunks.
Yeah. No, before that. No,
Magnum.
Yeah, Magnum, yeah, that's right. And that's what you loved about 80s TV, is because a lot of it was escapism, because a lot of hardship, I suppose, generally speaking. So anything that was sunshine and Hawaiian shirts and fucking good-looking people and women, bikinis, Ferraris, Miami Vice,
Yeah.
all that shit. It was fucking. That's why every man in his Ford Cortina fucking put loafers on, took his socks off, and rolled his fucking sleeves up.
Well, do you know how Americans are always nicking our TV shows,
yeah.
and they won't even rename it. They'll just call it the thing and then put USA on the end. We should do that the other way around. So we should have Magnum in fucking, I don't know, Torquay or something like that.
Yeah. It wouldn't be good though. It wouldn't look as good.
XR and an XR3i. Fucking an obese Devonian in flip flops.
Oh Jesus!
But you couldn't have Higgins in his helicopter. It'd have to be a
Higgins,
Cessna.
No, it wasn't Higgins. Higgins was the gay icon.
Right.
No, the guy in the helicopter, I can't remember fucking his name. Is it T? Like you?
It had initials in it. I can't remember. BJ's what?
Yeah, it could be
VD or something like that.
Oh man, fucking VD on his moped.
VD, he got VD on his chopper. Oh fucking hell! Oh. If you're a regular listener, you will know that this one is fueled by alcohol.
Yeah, you will know this by now. Yeah, it's descending into mayhem, people. But no, I think genuinely, there was a lot of attempts to sort of glamorise some UK shows.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
No, it didn't. Definitely not.
Like things like I'm trying to think on my feet here.
Life on Mars.
Life on Mars, yeah. Although I don't know, I think it was sort of semi-work that.
The Office.
I'm very. The problem I've got here now is that I'm going to be very unpopular with this. Is I found elements of David Brent's character funny.
Yeah,
I wasn't completely on board with it all. Were you?
No, I think the Office USA is easier to watch.
Well, that's weird, isn't it? It's weird because I have friends and colleagues who adore The Office. And I think it's the funniest thing in the world. And I know we have a certain genre again, certain persuasion,
Yeah.
humor wise, but I don't get it all.
Mm.
I get it, but I don't necessarily find it really funny.
I think The Office USA is more accessible humour.
Yeah.
We're having to think about it too much.
I get that. Yeah, I do get that, but I agree with you as well.
I'm glad we're doing TV this because obviously with everything that's going on, they've pushed a lot of films back. Have you seen that?
Yeah, massively. Yeah,
They've delayed Fast and the Furious 9 by nearly a year.
Right, fuck it.
I'm gutted about that.
We'll go and find a motorway bridge and throw ourselves off.
But the reason that's made me think about that is John Krasinski, who is in The Office USA.
Yeah.
He was in and directed The Quiet Place, the horror film.
All right.
I love that film. Brilliant film.
Yeah, I think it was a good film, yeah.
But 2 was out, was due to be out next week, and they've pushed it back by, they've delayed it.
Yeah, they've delayed it a lot. Yeah, no, it was very well made. I think that's the thing now with sort of with movies is that there's no quality lines between big screen and I don't want to call it small screen anymore, but TV, generally, because generally speaking, if you got a TV movie, it was always really shit, wasn't it?
God,
some of the TV movies you remember from years ago, fucking awful. But now there's very little, if anything, between, because commercially, in terms of financial benefits, arguably, some of the big platforms, they make more money going straight to Netflix than they do going to cinema. You know what I mean? Because it's the quality and the certainly the quality of the cast as well, and the storyline. Because usually TV movies were rejected movie ideas from the studios, and they filtered down the pyramid, didn't they? And end up getting made for TV rather than
the other one. If they got binned off by the
studios.
cinema, so they'd either go straight to DVD or video, as it were, and if it was even that bad, they'd go fucking TV movie.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a lot of that. But then again, I suppose you could argue that everybody loves a fucking good B movie. I do. I love a good B movie. I love it. Absolutely love a good B movie. Like, again, thinking on my feet, good B movie. Child's Play. Anaconda.
Oh fuck. No.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Do you know? No, going back to the bit where I fucking rip into films for continuity. There's a fucking bit in Anaconda, right, and it ruins the whole film for me because it shows this boat that they're on, chugging down this river, and for some reason, I don't know why, they flipped the shot. So you're looking at it, and the waterfall's going up. If you watch Anaconda, if you really got to watch Anaconda. Look for a bit when they're on the river and the waterfall's going up.
You know, got issues, don't you?
I do. Yeah.
No, in all seriousness, no, I take that back. But in terms of,
why, you're right.
No, yeah, but it's right. Yeah, but in all seriousness, though, it's good to have a little bit of a, it's okay sometimes.
Defect.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we all love a bit of guilty pleasure, but I think all in all is that it's just to try. I think the thing you can take from this very drunken tirade is just broaden your horizons a bit, isn't it? Just try something. Try
something that you wouldn't normally do.
Yeah, I think that's
and you might be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, absolutely. Because going back to, again, not talking like an old person for too long, is that in the years gone by, in the UK definitely, is that you've been very blessed if you're in the States and stuff because you've had multiple channels for many years. But over here, where you've got very limited options, you only ever you watch stuff you had to watch. Whereas now, because there's so much choice, is you can narrow your options down to such a degree. You're only ever going to watch stuff that you think you want to watch.
Yeah.
And I say this a lot. I've said it a lot in our episodes, but it's good sometimes just to give something a try, because in the years gone by where you had no choice, you watch stuff you had to watch, but then again, you get the odd surprise where you go, oh, fucking hell, that were good. I'd never watch that. Whereas now, you never trip over stuff anymore, because you don't, do you?
No.
You just don't.
No, there's been times where I've been sat there for God knows how long.
Yeah.
Clicking through Netflix, trying to find something to watch. And it's been taking me that long that I give up it and I go to bed.
Absolutely. Well, I think what we'll do is the final going towards the final throes of this episode is exactly that, and it's a great way to sort of wrap things up. Is that it's the search element is such a long-winded affair, isn't it? Because and they're very controversial in families and partners and stuff like that. You can spend literally hours, can't you?
Fucking right, mate. Yeah.
Oh, mate, fucking unreal.
I spend longer searching stuff than I do actually watching stuff.
Absolutely, no, we're the same. Absolutely, you can do. You can end up in a wormhole of searching, and then also in a wormhole of we'll watch that, and you bank it, don't you? You try and find something else. It's just never ending. But yeah, definitely implore people to try something a bit older. Get some older movies on as well, but also definitely try stuff that you wouldn't normally, or you think you would normally try. Because it's good while you got the time. Let's face it, everybody's going to have the time. Is just sort of set yourself, step outside your comfort zone a little bit. I would suggest.
Do you know what I feel sorry for in all this coronavirus stuff? I'm sorry I mentioned it.
We got to 1 hour, 51 minutes. 51 minutes. Go on.
Philip Schofield.
Do you?
Yep.
I don't. I fucking hate the twat.
He's only just come out to know he's got to stay in.
This is now the commencement of the effect of.
Go on.
I'm trying to think of the word.
Copious?
No.
Oh fuck! It wasn't that bad. Come on, I've dropped worse thinkers when we did YouTube.
I'm only kidding. No, that was good, that one. I enjoyed that. No, very true. No, we'll have to stay in, won't we? Like everybody. So I think we will get to a point where we're going to, wrap things up. I mean, the intention of this episode, I think, going back quite a long way, to be honest with you, was to try and provide some sort of diversion, I would say, or some live relief from what we've all been experiencing the past few days, and also to give you some tools to, I think, look for stuff to watch and occupy. If you're going to binge watch TV, then certainly take on board on some of the stuff we said, but also find your own way in terms of find some stuff that you want to watch, and then also let us know what you have found and what was good for you and what was bad for you, I suppose, as well. There's a bit of that involved, but yeah. So it's been a bit of a different episode, and evidently longer because we've been drinking heavily. So we're all in a position far away from where we started. Chemically, I think we're in a different place right now. So. But we've enjoyed it. It's been good.
Very much so.
Yeah, it's been great episode. So we've done the longest one we've done so far. So we're approaching the 2-hour mark. So as always, I'll finish off with a bit of timekeeping and housekeeping, and also mention the fact that the bit of a breaking news as far as we're going to crack and attempt a
live
episode. So what I want everybody to do out there is, first of all, to benefit from the full effect of the live episode, is download the Podbean app. So all you need to do is Google Podbean, download the app, and then that'll give you full interaction with the live show, which we'll probably try and get out next week. And we'll watch social media for Doran and Dean Talk on Twitter, Facebook, and what else are we on?
Instagram.
Oh, that one. Yeah, Instagram as well. And then we'll be posting information. That's what I was trying to say. Information regarding the live show, which we'll try and do next Saturday as well, but we'll confirm that in due course. And but the great thing about that is the exciting element of it is you'll have live interaction with the show, so you'll be able to post questions, say hello, drop messages, and even, God forbid, call into the show. So we'll be able to speak to you live on the on that show as well.
Here's an idea.
Oh God, here we go.
Yeah, here we go. This is whiskey fueled. Why don't we flip it on its head? Right. Do you know when on normal podcasts, they get a guest. The guest asks the question. You ask the question to the guest. No, that don't work. Instead of asking us questions, we'll ask you a question.
All right, yeah, fair
we'll
enough.
make you the guest.
Yeah. There you go. So you can be. I think I
Does that make any fucking inkling of sense?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
I think what my friend is saying is we'll be able to almost make the caller, the guest on the show.
We'll ask you questions.
Yeah, so we'll ask you questions, and you can do it one of two ways with Podbean, which is really, really cool. You can either just do it by text, so if you're more comfortable, which I understand the forum in which we work isn't for everybody. So we can, if you don't want to speak live, you can actually do just send it via text and we can reply to you verbally. But if you do want to call in, which we encourage you to do because we're quite gentle, we're not as bad as we sound, you can use the call-in function on the Podbean app and then we can speak to you live. But that's really, really exciting to do. And we'll record what we do and we'll send it out as an episode. So if you do miss any of it live, don't panic. You can still download and watch us do the live show. So, I think that's a really, really good...
I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, it'll be good, really, really good. So... We'll sort of hammer, for want of a better word, the social media aspect of it, get everybody out there aware that what we're going to be doing and how we're going to be doing it and how to do it. But the key thing is, the key message is go to Podbean, Google Podbean, download the app, and from there you'll be able to listen to us live. And to get the full benefit and effects of it, we'll be able to interact with the show. You can do it direct from the live broadcast. And what we'll also do is send out via social media the time, GMT obviously being based in the UK in terms of when the show will be going out, and you can adjust things accordingly depending on where you are, because we've got and we're very grateful, by the way, we've got listeners from the US, we've got listeners from Germany as well. Hello Ian, I think we should say that, shall we, Johnny?
All right, Johnny lad.
Yeah, Johnny lad, you'll know who he is. And we've got a good friend Björn as well, who we've seen a download from Norway, so there can only be one person. You know who you are.
Ming Ten Offel.
White Micro.
Oh.
Pavement. Anyway, enough said. And so you can interact from us from there, and equally from the States as well. A lot of interaction from the States, which has been really welcome as well. So from America, just obviously adjust things accordingly. And if you can't join us live, we understand. You're not going to stay up maybe necessarily to 3 a.m, although you might want to, depending on where you are.
Well, hang on a minute. We have to stay up fucking stupidly late for their boxing matches.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, you twats.
You can stay up for late for us.
Yeah, you can do that. That's a great point.
You always won.
Yeah, definitely. So fucking no excuses. So we'll let everybody know when it's going out, what we're going to be doing, and how we're going to be doing it. But the key thing is, and I keep labouring the point, but to get the full benefit, we download Podbean in terms of the app, and you'll be able to interact with the show live.
And the key thing is, it's free.
It
costs you fuck all.
Nothing. Absolutely zero. So no excuse not to do it. So download Podbean and then interact with us. Let us know what you're up to on the night. And then if you've got mates round and you're having a drink, having a party, get us involved, and we can screw things up for you.
Oh, fucking right.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's fucking no excuses. So we'll do that. So I think we'll wrap things up from here. So it's been a long one tonight, and but thoroughly enjoyable, thoroughly alcohol fueled, and we think we've kept it together enough to get through the episode. So I think with that, we'll say a good night from me.
And it's a good night from me.
So adios, and we'll see you for Doran and T. Doran and
Who?
T. Who's that? Doran
Mr.
and Dean.
I've been a fool.
Doran and Dean talk live, which will be the first live episode, which we'll put out next week. So we're looking forward to that. So in the meantime, take care of yourself, and sound like Jerry Springer here. So take care of yourself,
Jerry,
and each other, and we'll see you again next week. So good night from me.
And it's good night from me. Stay safe, everybody.
Bye bye.